Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. The S&P 500 was up almost 0.2% today. Kind of a flat day like yesterday. Oftentimes when you have some big news coming up, the market just doesn't do a lot. Nobody wants to jump one way or another before, this news comes out. And obviously on Thursday, we're going to get this PCE inflation report. I actually don't think this report's going to be that critical. The market's already kind of, reset the desire for or the thought process of having rate cuts happen. Originally it was going to be in March and then May, and now it's back to June. So I think, if it's a little bit higher or what have you, there'll be some motion that happens to the market. But I think, some of that's already baked in. It just has more to do with when the Fed, may or may not be reducing rates. But, it's already been set back a ways. There'll be plenty of other PCE reports that come out before then that'll be more important as we get closer to that decision to actually cut rates if they end up going that direction. So, we had a lot of bonds issued so far this week. Again, that sometimes drags money away from the stock market. Between corporate bonds and government debt, has been a really big week so far. And then, we got news today from Bloomberg that Apple has discontinued their electric self-driving car project that they've been working on for the last 10 years. They have 2,000 people working on that project. They're reallocating quite a few of them, it sounds like, to their artificial intelligence portion of their business. I think it's kind of interesting. I think it says two things. Number one, probably how difficult it is to develop a car, and obviously wasn't exactly in their wheelhouse, in my opinion. And maybe also shows, the importance of what's happening in the artificial intelligence arena. If you got a company that spent billions of dollars on a project that's scrapping it and trying to get some more, workers into the area that's really growing right now with artificial intelligence. So I think, these are the things that are going to be driving the market. We're going to be talking a lot about this and, what it is and how it works and who's benefiting and, where the money's going to go and which stocks are going to be doing well, which segments of the market and such too. So, I'm mostly looking at the big picture of just how these scenarios play out, and which stocks should be moving, at different periods of time. And so far, the playbook has been exactly right. This is the picks and shovels, the bigger companies that will benefit from this, and then it'll continue to go into more specific areas as these things develop. We'll probably have a pretty hot IPO market at some point in time, which will help. There's a lot of companies out there that probably wanted to be IPOs, over the last few years and haven't been able to because of what's happening. The market just really isn't that hot for IPOs. But once you get kind of a hot market, like we had in the .com arena, even non.com companies can go public in that market and do pretty decently also. So I think that, these are some of the things that I look at from the higher level, is just how these might develop, and then how do we take advantage of them, as far as, from an investment standpoint, and maybe more importantly, how to avoid some of the pitfalls that happen, especially as these types of scenarios generally overrun, right? Again, stock market's a representation of human emotion. So we tend to go too far in both directions. Matter of fact, I would say if there was a chart that had, an upward line, as humans, we basically just extend that going up, or if there's a chart with a downward line, we kind of extend that going down, and there's no real middle ground. And so, what happens in these scenarios is that we ride this and push and push and push, and then, everything just gets so overpriced, and the money basically runs out to push it any further. And then there's a reset. So as that reset happens, that's what we want to be careful of. You can make money on the upside. I just have to be aware of, these resets and how they work, and how to protect yourself with trailing stops and different things that you might want to do as this goes. We're in I think, the early innings. I do think things will move quicker now than they used to, just because money moves so much faster than it used to. But I still think this whole artificial intelligence category has a ways to go. So we'll see how that plays out. But anyway, look forward to being able to see what's going to happen tomorrow. I'll talk to you then. Thank you.